Well, it is that special time of the year where everyone starts as equals. Far back in the distance, memories of last season, positions and points tallies on the last day, that's all now irrelevant. It is all about the ultimate prize that lies a long way ahead. That buoyant feeling is here. New start, fresh hope. Get the season off to a flyer. The fans are believing. The San Siro, this giant edifice, so much reflecting the status of its illustrious occupants. So everybody starts on nothing. Last season, shot a goal! Oh, the ball's come loose! There's the cross. He's going after it. Looking to break out here. Van Basten! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
And the counter is on. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Iniesta. Milan seem happy to let their strikers roam out wide.
I wouldn't want that.
No?
Well, my worry is that their main threat is being shifted out of contention.
That intervention was very necessary. Ibrahimovic!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Ronaldo played down the flank. Van Basten. Defenders on the back foot. Plays it out to the wing. Now, can he capitalise? Ibrahimovic! He's delivered all right! There is the breakthrough!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Milan draw first blood here.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And the first half is done. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Ronaldinho. Ibrahimovic. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Real chance! Out to the left it goes. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Aimed long and direct. Floats one over. Ronaldo! Great ball to play him in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Forward it goes. Ronaldo. Great run on the overlap here. Oh, sweet feet. Pumps it into the area. He's there to get rid.
But this is exactly the approach.
Messi with the foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
Pirlo. Over to the left. Tries lifting it over. And it's got through. And a shot! And he's cut it out.
Well, we don't need to guess that they expect plenty of ball into the box.
It's quite a crowd scene in the middle now.
Well, it's a situation that requires resilience now.
Cristiano Ronaldo! That really should have hit the net.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Pull it.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Desperate scramble to save a point here on day one. There's a long ball.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Van Basten. Going through. Here it comes. Gets into some space. Drills one in. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. And there goes the final whistle. Well, it has been a hugely disappointing start here, and the critics will be shocked. Well, whatever time of day or night it is with you, welcome along to a game which is threatened, I have to tell you, by a rather forbidding weather forecast. The expectation is for quite heavy rain as the game grows older this evening. It hasn't arrived just yet, but it will do shortly. Glad to report, though, that that hasn't affected the crowd, who are here in good number and indeed in good voice. And the game will be underway very soon. We're with you from the Maracanã that has for so long been Rio's leading world-class venue. And looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Conservatism would appear to be at play, Peter. However, we don't quite know what their motives are just yet. It could well be as it looks, but it might also be a way of deceiving the opposition into thinking that they're just going to sit back and then hope to produce an aggressive counter-attack or two. This system can accommodate that, and I certainly hope we're going to get something positive in response, and it's not going to be all defence.
And already we're underway here. Goes for the cross. And that's been levered clear. And it's hoisted clear. Iniesta! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And he's there to hoof it away. Corner it is then. Massive lead! He's missed, but not by that far. And he just whacks it away. Tries to get it forward quickly. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Looks to clip it forward. Dangerous looking ball, and it's come to nothing. Looking for a decent ball in. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Played it short. Madrid with another corner. Keeper has beaten it away. It's a great ball. Now it's Messi. Play for a throw. Messi gets into some space. Swung over. And it's hoisted clear. Aimed long and direct. Looking to break out here. If you have just joined us, you'll be glad to know that you haven't missed a goal. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequence.
It's an in! And he's there to make a great save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Gets up to head it! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And it's Messi. Delightful ball. Cafu. Forward it goes. Shade too heavy. Keeper could pick that up. There's the whistle for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Gets things going for the second half.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
Can he score? Oh, great save, real class.
Well, as Tesco Peter, the keeper, has just received an A+ grade.
Good clearance and very necessary. And he just whacks it away. Drilled in long. Shoots! That really should have hit the net. Madrid are keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
And the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with. Look, a little variation can't hurt here because they've got no previous.
And that's been levered clear. The defence can get it clear. Pull it. Madrid made their previous result as some adept management.
Look, to alter the intended game plan was a daring move on the manager's part. It wasn't quite working for him, and he accepted his mistake. And I think what followed merits a lot of praise.
It's wrestled off the ball. Aimed long and direct. Iniesta tries to get it forward quickly. Ronaldo goes long. Boots it to safety. And out it comes again. Now it's Messi. Messi. Shot a goal! There's some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Ditch defending, but that'll do.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
it upfield. Oh, good interception. Vigo. Roberto Carlos. Hit into them. Heads it! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft. Very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. As you can see, we are getting through the pre-match formalities and processes, the players coming onto the field for the usual fanfare and handshakes and so on. Conditions absolutely perfect. Temperatures are kind enough. It is an absolute picture under the floodlights here, and the match that follows ought to follow suit. We're with you from the Maracanã that has for so long been Rio's leading world-class venue. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Plays it long. Ferdinand. Forward it goes. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing.
There's a lot of movement up front.
Yeah, I have noticed that those front players are working very hard, dropping deeper.
Yeah, and I just think it keeps the opposition off guard with so much switching of position. Keeping shape is much harder.
Now, chance to break. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Hit into the... Up for the header! It's in! There is the breakthrough! Oh, the cross was inch perfect, and the header unerring.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no sledge.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
There's a long ball. Hit long and direct. Little doubt, that is a foul. Great run on the overlap here. In towards the middle. Thinks he's got rid of that. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Great effort, but no way through.
That's the whistle for half-time. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So off we go once more. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Manchester, very impressive in their last outing and brilliantly orchestrated by the manager.
Look, to alter the intended game plan was a daring move on the manager's part. It wasn't quite working for him, and he accepted his mistake. And I think what followed merits a lot of praise.
Scholes. Cristiano Ronaldo. Plays it out to the wing. Played back in. That intervention was very necessary. The accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Manchester just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
And a header!
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
Keeper's got good distance on that. He's made sure that that won't get through. Keeper goes long. Chip through. He's got the ball, he's got the space. It was on the back foot. Played out to the right. Here it comes. And it's Messi. Messi tries to get it forward quickly.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Well, it is a narrow lead, but they are clinging on to it right now.
Well, a win is needed, and it looks like coming.
Yeah, finally. Up towards the flank. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Delivers across. And it's hoisted clear. Here comes a shoots! Last gasp block! Takes one in. And he just whacks it away. So that's it. It is all over. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were... Well, good day to you on a grey day here, which promises rain, but promises way beyond that what should be a really good game of football. The stands are packed here, people have done everything they can to get here. Indeed, the roads outside were pretty badly clogged, but I think most of the traffic issues have been settled, and indeed, I think most people have now got through the turnstiles and are well covered up against the elements, whatever they may throw at us over the next hour or two. This is, of course, the Maracanã. It is a vast stadium, which many, and rightly so, consider the spiritual home of the world game. And looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Conservatism would appear to be at play, Peter. However, we don't quite know what their motives are just yet. It could well be as it looks, but it might also be a way of deceiving the opposition into thinking that they're just going to sit back and then hope to produce an aggressive counter-attack or two. This system can accommodate that, and I certainly hope we're going to get something positive in response, and it's not going to be all defence.
And we're underway. Conte pushes it out wide. He's through. Good take by the keeper. He's read that well. And the ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Looks to thread it through. Tries to get it forward quickly. Besai. Plays it out to the wing. Battles to win it back. Roberto Carlos. And it's got through. Whistle's gone, just offside.
Yeah, Peter, they play the high line well, but it's always vulnerable to pace in behind.
Keeper goes long. Neither side really getting hold of the ball. Oh, good interception. Diego Souza. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Gets it back. Messi, out wide to the right. He's left his man. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that's a throw. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Dinks one in. Boots it to safety. Leicester. He's made certain that won't get through. Cuts it out.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Played down the flank. Played back in. There's the end of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
Interesting half. Just missed. The referee's awarded a free kick. Big chance! And in it goes! There is the breakthrough! Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Messi is a clever pass. Messi turns and goes back. And now the finish! Breaks on here. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, time's running out for the host to get something out of this. You can sense the frustration and impatience.
Deftly done. Ball's gone out of play. That's not going to go down too well with his teammates. He's on his way. Ball's loose, who's getting there? That's surely a foul, free kick. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Ben Bassat! Forward it goes. And he's straight offside. Just brushed off the ball there.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Desai. Makaleli. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Here it comes. He's made sure that that won't get through.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Zidane. Well, he's got good distance. Who's chasing? Both sides a bit lacking in intent. Gets good distance on it. And that will be the final act. It has ended in disappointment, defeat, and back to the drawing board.
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second-half goal.
Just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin for joining us and to wish you a very good day. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. As we survey the stands of the Maracanã, what a sight it is, a terrific sight, awash with colour, as always has been the case. The action has already started. Forward it goes. Boots it to safety. Milan seem happy to let their strikers roam out wide.
I wouldn't want that.
No?
Yeah, well, my worry is that...
Great leap! And the keeper's there to save. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. He's played him through. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Up to meet it! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Battles to win it back. Milan were imperious when the two sides last met. The fans are asking for more of the same. And it's been taken straight back. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Keeper's got good distance on that. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Tries lifting it over. And that's been levered clear. It's come loose. And he's made certain that won't get through. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Keeper goes long. Oh, good interception. We hit half-time, so neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Here we go again.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Goes long. Going for goal! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Maldini. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Tries to get it forward quickly. Ronaldo! That is a great ball, but not a great finish.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Aimed long and direct. Lobs it in gently. And it's hoisted clear. It has a swing at it! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Messi just couldn't steer it on target. Everything else was up there.
Rijkaard. Not long left, and still we await the breakthrough. Plays it out to the flank. Stuck out a leg for a good challenge. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
He goes long. Big chance! Volleyed effort.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
Van Basten. Throw in. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Pirlo. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Great challenge. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And that will be the final act. Frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in. Hello, good afternoon to one and all. Like you, we are very much ready to go here and looking forward to a game that has been the topic for universal conversation in this part of the world for much of the last few days. It's dry at the moment, but the forecasters have warned us of impending rain. There's no certainty about that, but when it does come, it shouldn't affect the dynamics of a match which has so much riding on it. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. The action has already started. Well, there is the vast frame of Peter Schmeichel in goal.
A gargantuan presence both on field and off, a magnificent goalkeeper, and backed up by tremendous courage and heart.
He's gone for it! It's there! First blood drawn. What about that, Jim Beglin?
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Marcelo. Forward it goes. He's got away, gets it back. Xavi goes looking. Plays it out to the flank. A buccaneering run. Gets up to head it! Well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
cuts it out. Now it's Messi. Good idea, just poorly executed. He's found his man. It's on a plate. Goes for goal. He can pounce on that. He's got away with one there.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
We hit half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, it hasn't exactly got the plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
And the game has already resumed here.
I think they've got to go out at the start of this second half now and set a tone that smacks of intent and determination. Should they manage it, I think they can find a way back.
Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Messi.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Battles to win it back. He's got through. Face to face, looking to shoot. Goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Madrid take a two-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source. Shoots! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Out wide to the right. And it's got through. Xavi could move up a gear here. Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, getting to him quickly like that is paramount, or else he can hurt.
He's left his man. That is terrific skill. Played into massive leap. He can get that clear. Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Madrid can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that is truly disappointing. It is a results business, and this result is worth nothing. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
It's a poor result. They offered very little goal threat, and it's the kind of unproductive...
Well, welcome everyone to a part of the world where the game of football is so important. There is a healthy tension, great expectation building up here as we head towards kick-off. It's a bit grey overhead, and indeed the forecast is for a drop or two of rain as the day grows older. Notwithstanding that, there is a lovely backdrop here. The ambience is good. There's a smashing noise from both sets of supporters, and the game will be underway very shortly. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Action has already started. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Cleared without complication. Gets up to head it! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Crunching tackle. Well, no, that is pretty much the end of that. Pins it out wide. He's got away. He's gone for it! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Played it short. Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Plays it out to the flank, and it's got through. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And it's hoisted clear. Played out to the right. That'll be a throw. Gets his foot in there. Hughes. Oh, some clever movement up front.
Yeah, they're playing with a false nine, and no one's really...
Can he score? And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
it away. Boots it to safety. Drilled in low. It's good distance on it. Messi. And it's Messi. There will be a throw-in. Away from immediate danger. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. The second half gets underway. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? Now it's Messi. Cafu. Ibrahimovic. Plays it out to the wing. Oh, sweet feet. Big chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Manchester are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Ronaldo. Messi. It's a brilliant interception. Hughes. And it's Pogba. It's a throw. Manchester making consecutive changes here. Well, that looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. And he just whacks it away. Xavi. Surely he scores! And it's Pogba. Forward it goes. Time to deliver. It's a loose ball. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. delivery, no joy.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Now it's Messi. Stuck out a leg for a good challenge. Good clearance and very necessary. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there.
Look, this could still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Sure that won't get through. He's left his man. Xavi.
They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken
And
this
there
up.
goes the final whistle. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied by organisation and solidity. Little cutting edge at either end, and it finishes 0-0. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the cards. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both, good afternoon. Oh, what a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence in this part of the world. They've been talking about this one for a while and they have rolled up to it in fantastic numbers. You should have seen the roads outside the ground in the hour or two leading up to it. It has been bumper to bumper, the traffic has been extraordinary, but the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters who were queuing around the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture, well, now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride So much passion whenever football is played here. And already we're underway here. And he's there to hoof it away. Puts it back. And it's got through. Boots it to safety. Aimed long and direct. Ronaldo. Dashing forward at pace. Ronaldo! Forward it goes. Yeah. It's got through and the ball's come out, and a second time, another chance. It's a goal! Could that be the start of something big? He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Because of that first goal now, it's a great opportunity to make it one-way traffic and add to this lead.
Lobs it in gently. Whipped in. Danger averted for now. Ball's loose, who's getting there? The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Fence has got rid of that. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, it hasn't exactly got the plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. He'll have a dip! He's going after it.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
And it's Messi. Messi. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Knocks it away. Tries to get it forward quickly. Out to the left it goes. Surely a shot. Swept in. Messi. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
He's looked long this time. There's some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Aimed long and direct.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
And he's going long. Here it comes. Shoots! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
There's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and As a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Griezmann dinks one in. He's got away. Gets good distance on it.
There's a
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. And that's been levered clear. All through needs to be good here. Messi gets it back. Pull it. Ronaldo. The final seconds now. Well, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, what possessed him to do that, Peter, I have no idea. It's not in keeping with the quality of the performance.
And it's hoisted clear. Oh, and look who's there doing the defending. Crunching tackle. And that's it. Well, that does not help. Interpret the performance as you will, but the key truth is...